Hello there, fellow NPCs. I'm Carmen Scythe, and today we're getting back into the house in Fata Morgana. We are in the eighth door, and we are trying to figure out exactly why the three men did what they did to Morgana. And in figuring that out, trying to stop it from happening. Yeah, and so far we are living in the church, the way all this is taking place, in the house in Fata Morgana, as it were. And now we have talked to the nun, Pauline, and we are on our way to Mel's little sister, Nellie, to see how badly she's doing. And we'll figure out why Mel decided to cut off Morgana's arm in order to save his little sister. Now, but as sad as that is, we're going to figure out everything eventually. So, let's go. The directions I got from the nun led me to a place I knew from my own time. It's the same building where the man who had been ordered to keep me under surveillance stayed. Sunlight seeps relentlessly through the trees, and I find myself having to look down at my feet as I follow the path. It's blindingly bright, painful. How are you holding up, Michelle? I'll be alright. The sun's past its peak. In a few hours, it won't be nearly as bad. Don't push yourself, okay? Okay. The trek is a reminder of just how inconvenient my body always was. And having this chance to experience being alive again comes with both the good parts and the bad. But now is hardly the time to complain about my sensitivity to the sun. Right. It's not long before we reached a clearing. A small cottage surrounded by a small garden coming into view. And crouching by a flower bed, picking flowers, is a flaxen-haired girl. Hi, Nellie. Are you Nellie? Though several details of her appearance don't match my memory of her, she still has that distinct hair. It could be nobody else. This Nellie is considerably thinner and looks rather frail. The effects of her being ill, I presume. Who are you? My name is Michelle. I have a few questions to ask you. Can we talk for a bit? Yeah, that is not gonna end up well. Don't talk to strangers and all that. I would have thought she'd have said something by now. You're being way too blunt, Michelle. You kind of scared her. What else was I supposed to say? You have to approach slowly, carefully. Go on, give her a smile. A nice, soft smile. Smile. I'm only here to talk. There's nothing to be afraid of. Okay, that definitely is not a nice smile. I can't even see it and I can still tell. What did you expect? I can't just smile on demand. Yeah, it's a bad man. A bad man has come to kidnap me. Save me, dearest Mel, before this bad man does bad things to me. Calm down, please. I'm not going to do anything to you. Yeah, don't get any closer. I know you're trying to do bad things to me. I'm not going to do bad things to you. I couldn't, even if I wanted to. Don't move or I'll call the guards on you. Oh, she's a bit feistier than one would expect from a sickly child. But please, calm down. I mean you no harm, honestly. That's what all bad men say. Giselle, don't just watch. This would be a fantastic time for a little advice. Got it. Maybe she'll calm down if you mention Mel. You're a genius. Hey, I'm a friend of Mel's. What? He was telling me about you and how you wanted someone to talk to. He asked me to keep you company. Mel asked you to come talk to me? He did. Do you trust me now? So that makes you his friend then? As much as it pains to admit it. Michelle! What on earth possessed you to say that? Slip of the tongue. You and him. Is that so? Yes. You're pretty old to be friends with my Mel. Are you really, really, really his friend? Really? Then prove it! How so? If you're really his friend, then you should be able to tell me all about him. Why in God's name would you ever subject me to that? Do you not like Mel, Michelle? That's not it, we're just incompatible. Okay, here we go. First question. What does my Mel like most of all? His little sister, Nellie Naps Theater. You think so too? You think I'm his favorite thing in the whole wide world? I'd like to believe that's what he thinks. I think it'd be wonderful if I could always be his number one. Your excessive love for her brother is still out in full force, I see. Second question. What kind of person is my Mel? He's a nice guy, he's a sycophant, he's a spineless chump. He's a nice guy. That's right, he's a very nice guy. He can have his head up in the clouds sometimes, but other than that, he's perfect. You know your stuff. To be honest, I was just saying what you wanted to hear. Did you really have to say that, Michelle? Me and my big mouth. Okay, final question. Describe what he looks like for me. Like a prince. Try not to scrutinize other men. He's instantly handsome. He's far better... wait. That's not good answers. Isn't he? He's like a modern day Adonis. Really? What did I even say? I think I said something nice to him. No, that's the wrong one. Back like that we go. Oh, we don't even get to see our choices. That might be a bit of a stretch. Mel could be a prince in a fairy tale. He got the most perfect face. May I ask you something? You do realize he's still growing, right? And that can change a man in unimaginable ways. You could end up 2 heads taller, shoulder twice as broad, and covered in muscle before you realize what's happened. And body hair, lots of that. Facial hair as thick as these woods. Would you still consider Mel your prince if that happened to him? Mel with a beard and muscles? I won't have it! That's not my Mel at all! You're heading into dangerous waters, Mel. My Mel will never, ever grow a beard! I'll pray every day to make sure of it. And he won't get all big and muscly either. There's nothing princely about any of that. I wouldn't mind some muscles myself. Out of curiosity, did you ever want to be buff like that, Michelle? Well, yes, of course. Every man wants to be strong and well built. I don't think the beefy look would work on you. Well, that's the last of my questions. You're not a complete stranger, it seems. Sure, why not? You can be my Mel's friend. Why, thank you. This is great. I was sure you were a bad man. Why is it that the first impression everyone has of me is never that I'm someone decent? And a friend of Mel's must be a good person. No, an amazing person. That's quite the faith you have in him. Why wouldn't I? He's my big brother. That's some circular logic. Huh? Is it just you? Is Mel not coming? He's rather busy at the moment. Oh, he always has something to take care of. That Mel. He's hardly given me any attention these past couple of months. Well, that's okay, because today I got you to keep me company. Yes, you do. I can't stay long, though. Alright, just stay until sundown, then. You had something you wanted to ask me, didn't you? Well, if you're a good enough friend, I'll tell you anything you wanna know. And how do I go about that? Talking! Lots and lots of talking. You have to keep me entertained. You're asking far too much of me. She's not asking much at all. She just wants to talk. You think someone who spent 13 years in isolation knows the first thing about holding a pleasant conversation? Hey now, I was there for the idea of that. I'll help you come up with topics, so go on. And I am so raspy right now. I woke up less than 30 minutes ago. Dang. Do you not want to talk to me? No, I do. I'm just not much of a conversationalist. Okay, then instead of talking, you can sing. I've never seen a minstrel before, but I've always wanted to know what kind of songs they sing. Will you show me? I'm not a minstrel. I've never seen one myself either, but I have heard second-hand accounts of the songs of traveling jonglers. Very well then. I'll teach you a song an old acquaintance of mine heard of while traveling. Woo! I can't wait! Here goes. The silence is deafening. I'm shocked. I don't think I've ever heard someone sing so badly. Me neither. I'm flabbergasted. Let's hear you try then. That's enough singing for today. I don't want my ears to fall off. What a vicious little girl! I know, let's bake something. Bake something. Yep, come on inside. I made some nice jam earlier today. And I want to make it into a pretty little pie. You gotta help me with that. I'm not much of a... Come on, get a move on! You either help or you don't get to be my friend. As you wish. This is not going to end well. Yeah, Michelle is not good with baking, cooking, or anything. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. How on earth do you manage to turn a pie into this monstrosity? I gave it my best shot. There's only one explanation. You're possessed. It's true, he is, but I'm a perfectly good chef. Michelle's just naturally terrible at it. God, could this go any worse? I can't give this to Mel. Jerk! Dimwit! Loser! I'm sorry. Ugh. Well, I guess we've got no choice but to eat it ourselves. I'll set the table. What? I'll make us some tea while I'm at it. You know, I've always dreamed of this, sitting around the table with a friend, having snacks and just talking. Oh. Yep, and for that, I can deal with a little awful disgusting pie. It's just too bad I couldn't share it with my Mel, too. I see. For all her complaining, she seems to be enjoying herself. I can only imagine how lonely she is out here. While she may act all bright and cheerful, beneath it is a real sense of isolation. And the same can be said about the girl behind the first door. As vivacious and pushy as she could be, you could see hints of loneliness behind it all. Her brother was practically all she had while she lived in the mansion. But if I were to guess, that's not the life she really wanted. I bet she would have preferred to be able to go out and play with friends. Being born into a noble family takes away a lot of your freedom. Even in such drastically different time periods, she's still the same girl inside. Actually, maybe the parallels extend beyond her as a person, and into the courses of her two different lives. Perhaps that means all those who were reconstructed at Morgana's wish are destined to lead similar lives. Though destined might be putting it too nicely. Nelly? I would be glad to lend you my ear, if you would like. You can talk about the weather or your brother, anything you want. You will? Great! Take a seat. I've got lots I want to talk about. And more than you can possibly imagine. And you'll never guess what Mel said next. that I mean more to him than anyone in the world. So I'm growing flowers out in the garden, right? Well, when I got enough of them, I'm going to make a big bouquet and give it to Mel. Back at home, we got this really, really big yard with this huge tree we used to take naps under when it was nice out. So what do you think about the tea I made? The flower petals was a really tight set all together. Oh, and you won't believe what happened after that. Care for another cup of tea? I'll make as much as you can drink. No, thank you. I'm fine. I feel like all I did was nod and listen. And the bulk of it was about Mel, no less. I haven't talked that much in ages. Time sure flew by, huh? The sun's starting to set. Do you and the nun not speak much? We do, but it's kind of, I don't know, not really the same with her. It just feels, I guess, like she's too important for me to waste her time, being the lady in charge of the church, and pretty much the whole estate. And what about Mel? Does he not visit you very often? No, he does. He comes to see me a lot. Then why? He hasn't been himself lately. My old Mel would always happily listen to whatever I had to say, but now he seems kind of distracted. It sounds like he's really busy. When he visits, he doesn't stay for long, and he has to go back to the mansion at night. I'll try to get him to stay longer, but it never works. And he always avoids the question when I'm asking why he can't. It feels like he's hiding something. Knowing what he's hiding, I can understand why he wouldn't want to talk about it. He could never tell his precious little sister that he and 2 other men have a girl locked up in a tower, and that he's stealing her blood for her sake. I wish things could have stayed the way they were before. The way they were before. When it was just the 2 of us living together. I know we're more stable here, and I can get the medicine I need from the church. But I'd rather stay being sick than be so alone. You said you came here around 6 months ago. Yep, it was just the 2 of us before that. Well, before that, at our old house, we had a bunch of servants. Oh, really? Oh, are you part of the household that owned Morgana in the first place? But I never really liked it there either. With that many people around, I just felt more alone. I liked it so much better when it was just me and Mel. Is that really what you want? To be sick and in constant pain? It's better than being alone. Mel just doesn't get it. He just doesn't understand that the loneliness is so much worse. Or maybe that's just a guy thing. They don't get what it's like to be ignored. What it feels like to be left in the dark, not knowing anything. We don't understand, no. We think saving their lives matters above all. Huh? Even if there's a cost to saving that life. We're incapable of gauging how great it is. We're unable to see how egotistical, how self-serving our actions are. Yeah. Are you talking about yourself? The same could be said of Mel as well, I imagine. Is Mel still around though? He's there, but it's like he's trying to avoid me. All I want is for him to be here, to be with me. That's all I really want. He doesn't even have to be a perfect fairy tale prince. Have you ever told him that? What? Have you ever told him that he doesn't have to be the perfect brother? That you'd be happy with just having him there? Have you ever put those feelings into words? I'm always telling him I want him around. And that he doesn't have to be your prince to do so. He's already said he will be my prince. And he always smiles whenever I talk about it. So how am I supposed to turn around and say he doesn't have to be my prince anymore? I know it's not your intention to force an ideal image onto him, but unconsciously, subconsciously, that's what you're doing when you talk like that. And Mel, he's trying to meet those expectations. Actually, he may not be conscious of it himself, and he just believes deep down that that's the kind of person he's supposed to be. Or more accurately, he seems to have a need to make himself look good to others. He believes that if he's good to the others, they'll be good to him in return. Am I a burden? I can assure you, he's better off with you around. But I am a burden to him right now, aren't I? Be honest with me. Yes, you are. Does Mel not like me anymore? Is that why he's been avoiding me? I promise you that's not the case. At the very least, he's doing what he is doing now because of how much he cares about you. You promise? I promise. I love him. I love my Mel so very much. Too much, in fact. So, Morgana didn't curse Nelly into loving her brother either, really. To be honest, I know I do. I understand that, really. I know I'm making his life difficult. But Mel's all I have. He's the only person I can latch on to. And I can't control my feelings. It can be difficult to tame your emotions at your age. There's nothing wrong with that. However, you should have taken stocks of those emotions, sorted through everything you got on your mind, and then sat down with him to talk it out. Even if those things you feel seem wrong and or unspeakable. Yeah, that's not really easy to do, now is it? Especially when it comes to, hey brother, I actually am in love with you. Yeah, no. You should have opened up to him, taking the time to figure out what works best for the both of you. You too needed to face the things you carried in your heart. The things your brother carried in his. By not doing so, you end up never quite on the same page. Small misunderstandings piling up until it all comes crashing down. If they had just talked it out, communicated their feelings to one another, maybe their tragedy could have been avoided, even with Morgana's curse in play. If Nelly had only had a chance to come to grips with her feelings for Mel, then maybe things wouldn't have escalated the way they did. Her actions that night were arguably hysteric. But she wasn't always like that. No, because... Okay, now I see. So, because Nelly was able to continue living, her feelings kept on growing. And she never confronted them. So, yeah, that's why she attacked Mel in the middle of the night like that. But at the same time, that it also means that Morgana didn't do anything. She just brought them back together and removed the fact that Nell is going to die. I'm sorry. That was out of line. None of this is any of my business, I know. No need to apologize. You're a very curious man, you know that? Huh? We only met a couple of hours ago, but you talk like you've known me my whole life. It's like you can hear everything I'm thinking, see everything in my heart. Did Mel tell you all of that? No, he did not tell me much. I didn't think so. He doesn't know me that well. It's not too late, is it? If I talk to him, really tell him how I feel, do you think Mel will listen? I know he will. It won't make things worse. I won't make him uncomfortable. There is a chance that rifts may form at first, but those cracks can be filled again. And I promise you, the result will be something much better than if you had held it in. It will all work out. Okay. Next time I see Mel, I'll tell him. I'll tell him he doesn't have to try to be my prince. Good. You really are a curious man. You're the first person to ever talk to me like I'm a real person. What is that supposed to mean? What were they treating you like before? Everyone loves to say how sweet and adorable I am, but that's it. Okay. I was only ever their make-believe princess. You are a real person, I assure you. Thanks. You know, after talking to you, I'm feeling a whole lot better. Like I can do anything. I'm glad you came by today. And I'm glad I could meet you in person. It's weird. It really feels like we've known each other our entire lives. I've known of you for some time. Or perhaps I should say, what you will become. Huh? Oh, no. Ignore me. Were you? Was that supposed to be a pickup line? How do you know about pickup lines? Are you even double digits old? Bad, Michael. I'm still too young for that. Michelle. No, I wasn't. And now you're getting flustered. I swear, that's not what that was. I know. Jenks, do you really think I trust you that little? Sorry. Ooh, I just had the most wonderful idea. Oh? Yep. Instead of being my friend, I'll let you be something even better. You're my second brother. Second brother. A brother is much more special to me than a friend. Though obviously you can't be my number one. I'm blanking. She's taking a liking to you. This is good for us. I'm not sure how I feel about her putting so much trust in me so quickly, though. The amount of time it takes isn't important. What matters is that you listen to her, you understand her, and you treat her like a real person. In her eyes, you're someone she can depend on. Do you not want me as your sister? Actually, I was the youngest child, so having a younger sibling would be, Would be what? Come on, spit it out! It would be rather nice. You bet it would. Who wouldn't want an adorable little sister like me? That's a bit narcissistic, wouldn't you say? Well, it's true, isn't it? Go on, tell me I'm adorable, dearest Michelle. What? Well, don't just stare at me. If my Mel were here, he wouldn't bat an eye. Please don't compare me to him. You know, now might be a good time to tell her about Morgana. Part of me feels like it would be taking advantage of her newly earned trust, but it'll certainly be easier to bring up now, while she holds me in such high regard. She's much more likely to believe me. You're right. I agree. Now's probably the best chance we'll get. Especially considering how little time we have. I can't shake the feeling I'm rushing things, but at this point, all I can do is go with it and pray it works out. If we had the time, I think we'd all like to hold off. Nellis looks like she's having so much fun. And even you seem to be enjoying yourself. No, I'm just... It's nothing to be ashamed of. I'm having fun watching you myself. Let's do it. Let's tell her about Morgana. We have to do it at some point anyway. Yes, let's. Nelly, do you mind if I ask you a question? What is it, dearest Michelle? Ask me anything you want. Have you heard of something called Saint's Blood? You mean the medicine? Yes, except it's not actually... I know. Yeah. It's actually the Saint's blood, not medicine. It's not even the Saint's blood. But no telling. You... what? One day, before we moved here, when it was just me and Mel, the Saintess came to visit. Oh. Right, you did. That's... okay, the Saintess. That Saintess. My mind has been all foggy for a long time, like I was not quite asleep, but not quite awake either. But when I heard her soft, pleasant voice, the fog cleared a bit. And then she performed a miracle for me. Blood is awful and gross and terrible, but the Saintess, hers is different. Hers is pure. So you're saying you know everything, Nelly? About the observation tower and... Huh? The tower? What about it? That's where they keep her. But no, the Saintess is always in the chapel. And she stays here with me. She comes back at nights. In fact, she should be here any minute now. So, she thinks the Saintess is the nun and not Morgana. No, Nelly, the blood comes from... I'm really, really grateful to her. She didn't just perform the one miracle, she's been taking care of me while I'm here too. So whenever I see her, I always say thank you. I thank her for sharing her blood with me. And she always says it's nothing, with a big smile. Nelly, no. The nun has no idea. She just assumes Nelly's thanking her for giving her the medicine. I owe the Saintess my life. No, Nelly. She's not the one you should be grateful to. Huh? The girl you owe your life to has been locked up, suffering and alone, even as we speak. But the Saintess is at the church. The girl who came to visit you is not the nun everyone calls the Saintess. Her name is Morgana. What are you talking about, Michelle? The Saintess is locked up? Stop that, I have no idea what you're talking about. Everything I'm telling you is the truth, please believe me. While you were lying in bed, sick and barely conscious, did you get a good look at the Saintess who gave you her blood? You didn't, did you? You couldn't make out any details because your mind was a haze. And then, when you arrived at this estate, you met a woman, who people call the Saintess, giving out medication known as Saint's Blood. So you assumed she was the one who had cured you. That's the story you chose to believe. If what you're saying is true, then where is the other Saintess, the one who came to see me? At the top of the mansion's observation tower. The doors to the tower is locked. She's imprisoned there. And how do you know this? Because it wouldn't be wise to tell her I'm from the future just yet. That would only serve to confuse her further. All I need to convince her of right now is that Morgana is being held in the tower. There's an idea. Perhaps I can borrow from the story the white-headed girl told Mel. I received a letter. A letter? There's a single window, far out of reach, in the chamber at the top of the tower. A doe flowing in through the window, and so she wrote a letter, tying it to the bird's leg and releasing it in the hope someone would come to set her free. That letter ended up in my hands. If that's the case, then who locked her up? Was it the Saintess? The one I know? No, I don't believe the nun is aware. I think she's simply doing her job in good faith. Then who? Michelle? I know very well that what I'm about to say will likely crush her. But I can't let that stop me. Who would do such a terrible thing? Nelly, I want you to brace yourself for what I'm about to say. There are 3 men participating in Morgana's imprisonment. And one of those 3 is your brother Mel. I understand that that's the last thing you wanted to hear. But please believe me, I would not say something so upsetting lightly. I wish to say Morgana, the true saint. And I would like your assistance. Without your help, I can't get her out of that tower. I need you to get through to Mel, otherwise both he and Morgana will remain entrapped. That's not true. Nelly. You're lying. You have to be. My Mel would never do something so horrible. You're a terrible liar. It's true, I swear to you. You think I'm going to believe that? My Mel? My Mel is an amazing, wonderful person. He's not cruel and evil. He's good and kind, like a prince. And a prince would never lock someone up. I know you're not blind, Nelly. You can see that all your prince talk has been putting pressure on him. So, you think that's going to change my mind? He has no reason to do any of that. But he does, Nelly. He's certainly not happy about it, no, but he's doing it for you. What do you mean? He needs her blood to keep you healthy. So, to ensure he always had a supply. But no, he... And despite that, Scythe's blood probably doesn't even have healing properties. No one benefits from doing this. Not you, not Mel, and certainly not Morgana. And I don't think anyone can stop him except you. Mel won't listen to me. Did you not just say you would talk things through with him? Just shut up! Stop talking already! I'm done listening to you. Nelly. I'll never believe you. You're not my brother anymore. You're just a horrible, horrible man. Who do you think you are to march in here and try to make my Mel into the bad guy? And after I made you my second brother? What's wrong with you? I trusted you. I ate nasty pie and had tea with you. But you're just a mean, evil man here to turn me against my Mel. I know you don't want to believe me, but I'm telling you the truth. Every word. I beg you to open your eyes. Ask him yourself. If you don't believe me, then ask Mel about Morgana. I guarantee you, you'll panic. Enough! Enough already! Get out of here! Get out this instant! Nelly. Don't say my name. Just go away. Get out of here. Now, I don't want to see you ever again. I should have chased you off the moment I saw you. Get out! Now! I pray you can find it in yourself to open your eyes and face the truth. Get out! One last thing before I go, Nelly. What is that last thing? It was my only option. I know that. But I feel like all I accomplished by telling her was bringing her more pain. It is a difficult balance. We just have to pray that you were able to get through to her. I'm sure she'll come around. If only we had a little more time. In 3 days, it will all be over. Morgana and the entire web of people connected to her will die. That's not enough time. Let's return to the mansion and look for Mel. I would like to speak with him. If there's a chance we can get even the smallest bit of Nelly's feelings through to him, maybe he'll have a change of heart. Hopefully. It's hardly going to be elegant, but it's what must be done. Ah, did you just get back? We did. But that also means that we will be getting back tomorrow. Yeah, this is heartbreaking. But yeah, if you want to get through to the culprits, you have to hurt them where it hurts the most, essentially. And now, Nelly knows. Yeah, you're going to see how Mel responds to all of that in the next video. So, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. Goodbye, everyone.